So to start off with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards each. Make sure you're drawing up your hand. During the first 2 rounds, you have 10 cards in your deck. This means you do not have any action cards because you only have estates and coppers. So this means you can skip the action phase, although it is still the first phase. You would then go right to the buy phase. On my turn, I have 3 copper and 2 estates. The estates I'm just going to discard now just to get them out of the way. So I have 3 copper, which means I have 3 coins. I can purchase an item that's worth up to 3. I have decided to purchase the village. I then draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards from the top of my deck. Note that my deck is actually still depleted at this point, but I do not actually shuffle my deck back in, or my discard into my deck, until I actually have to draw a card from my deck. It is now Jason's turn.
I have also ended up with 2 estates and 3 coppers, so again, we'll remove the estates since they are useless right now anyway. And I have 3 coins with which to buy something. So I am choosing to buy a silver.
So my action phase. I'm going to play Remodel. I'm going to choose 1 card in my hand to discard and buy a card costing up to 2 more. I'm going to trash a copper to gain an estate. I then have 2 copper. With my 2 coins, I'm going to buy another estate. And then clean up the cards currently in play, discard them, and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more.
For my turn, I'm going to start by playing a village, which lets me draw 1 more card and take up to 2 more actions. On top of that, I'm going to play a festival, which gives me 2 actions, 1 more buy, and 2 coins. And a moat, which lets me draw 2 more cards. And finally, on the festival, I play a smithy, which lets me draw 3 more cards. Then I play a festival, which gives me +2 actions, +1 buy, and another +2 coins. So that's the end of my action phase. I have 2 estates left in my hand, but I'll discard those because they're not useful at all. I have 2, 3, 4, 5 coins here, and I have 2 cards that give me 2 coins each, for a total of 9 coins. And I have 3 buys because each of the festivals also gives me +1 buy. I choose to purchase a province for 8 and 1 copper for 0. I choose not to use the additional buy. Then for cleanup, I remove all of these from play and I draw 5 more cards.
As you can see, 3 decks have been depleted down to their blue back border. The game is over when 3 decks of any type, it could have been treasure, these victory cards, these, even the curses, have been reduced down to their blue backs. Or if all the provinces have been taken, so we were just 1 shy of a game where the provinces would have taken the end. 1 deck of provinces is all that you need to end the game, or again, 3 of any other type of cards. We must now split apart our decks, divvy up the amount of bonus points that we have each, and figure out who won this game. As you can see, I've separated my treasure cards and my action cards from the rest of my deck, and I've sorted my victory cards in a way that's easy for me to count up. I currently have 3 provinces, 5 duchies, and 6 estates. This brings me to a grand total of 39 points.
I have also separated my deck into the various parts, and I have 4 provinces, 2 duchies, and 3 estates. This gives me a total of 33 points, so unfortunately I'm 6 points shy of Kenny's score.
That means that I am the victor. So, in review, Dominion is actually probably my most recent favorite game. That's not to say I'm so fickle with my games that changes very often, but it's the most recent game that has actually gripped me as much as it has. I love this game. The rules are nice and simple, and they're actually pretty modular to the point that expansions actually just rush right in and don't feel clunky at all. It's also really easy to explain to newer players. Anybody with a background in card games picks up on this pretty quickly. And even if they don't, well, anybody with a background in resource management also tends to pick up on this very quickly. But fundamentally, everybody gets the hang of this game pretty quickly. It's not hard to learn. As I mentioned, the Kingdom cards work fairly logically. Again, the village gives you more actions, representing that you have more people to do labor for you. Whereas the council room gives you actual cards for yourself, but also gives you your opponents some cards because you're drawing on their council for yourself, but they're also gaining something from you as well. So that's kind of cool. And while Dominion isn't in no way a co-op game, it's certainly not an aggressive, competitive game. Now, you can play against the other players by playing attack cards. There's ways around that, of course, if you want to avoid that. But if you don't want to, you can be nice and civil the whole way through. So, it's fun like that.
Yeah, the things I really love about Dominion are, for one thing, there are so many Kingdom cards now with all of the expansions. Mm-hmm. There's something like, what, 100?
Actually, I think they're approaching 100 now.
Yeah, so there's 100 cards. You only use 10 in each game. So the number of combinations are just, it's limitless. So there's a lot of replayability there. Mm-hmm. In addition, Dominion really was a genre pioneer. It was the first deck-building card game. There's a lot of games coming out now using that genre, and this was the first one. So, you know, it deserves some props just because of that.
That's for sure. Alright, so, in review. This is going to be the first game that I'm going to have to give a solid 5 out of 5 meeples. That's right, 5 stars from me. I love card games, I love resource management games, and I love friendly games, or at least games that aren't directly competitive. This game is nice and simple, puts everybody on an even playing field. Being skilled certainly helps, but it does not guarantee the win. What do you think, Jay?
I would also have to give this game a 5 out of 5 meeples.
Wow.
It's one of my favorite games. I think that they did a great job with it, and you know, it's something innovative, which is hard to do in this day and age.
That's for sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first 10 meeple game. You want to get your hand up there too, Jay? Wow! 10 meeples, baby. 10 meeples. Alright, so this concludes our review on Dominion. That's all we got to say. I hope to see you next time.